Hi guys, welcome to shooting for the first time here in the trailer. I'm so excited to be shooting in here. It's right now outside in my backyard and it's connected to Alex's art studio. So it's a really wonderful and inspiring work area for me, and I'm hoping that you like the new video format. You can leave me a comment in the comments below and let me know what you think at the end of this video. I wanted to present to you today a very simple recipe that only requires a few ingredients, and I actually just recently made it for a client on her camping adventures. So it's something that you can take with you when you're camping, or you can even make it while you're camping. It's pretty simple if you have a cooler on hand. You could also just eat it for breakfast as a snack. My son loves it, my husband loves it, so you can really play around with how you want to customize it. For us, we love a variety of different homemade nut butters, so you can play around with that and really customize it to your liking. And so today we will be using flax meal, homemade chocolate hazelnut butter, and eventually I'll be selling that on my site, so stay tuned for that. I've gotten a lot of great feedback on it, and I think I'm ready to put it out there in the product world, or at least in small batches through the blog. We also have a cup of oats. We have maple syrup with vanilla extract already added into it to have less dishes, dried cranberries, and an assortment of seeds from pumpkin seeds to chia seeds, buckwheat groats, sesame seeds, and I believe hemp seeds as well. So we're basically going to take our bowl of flax meal and we're going to add in the nut butter, whichever nut butter you choose. So because this is the one we had on hand today, that's what we're going with. And you can't really go wrong with a chocolate hazelnut butter. Goes good almost all of the time. So there's that. I've also made this with almond butter before, as well as peanut butter. So I think you'll have fun playing around with this. And what I'd like to do now is just give that a little stir, just to coat that into the flax meal a little bit. And if you store your nut butters in the fridge like I do from time to time, then you'll just want to let it soften at room temperature a little bit, like the one I just used. I added in the oats. Next we're going to add in all of the seeds. You can see those sesame seeds down there. I'm going to give it a little stir so it all gets coated into that nut butter. And then we're going to sprinkle in our cranberries. Don't worry, I'll give you exact measurements in the link below. This will be linked to the blog, as well as the ingredients will be listed here on YouTube. So that's it. Once I have all of my ingredients into the bowl, and again, it's highly customizable, then all I need to do is stir it all about, give it a good mix. I could have used the food processor today, but I decided not to because I wanted to show you the simplicity and the ease of just using a bowl and a spoon. And for those of you without a food processor, yay, this is a recipe win for you. Oh, I wish you could smell it. I love the smell of chocolate hazelnut butter. And it just smells divine in this mix, so I cannot wait to try this. And the only equipment that you will need, aside from the bowl and the spoon, will be a parchment lined tray. And you'll see why I have a little extra cut off in just a moment. So I'm just going to plop all of that goodness from the bowl into our parchment lined tray. Get off all of this from the spoon, and I'm just going to start pressing it down with the back end of my spoon, evening everything out. I like to make it as even as I can, so that way nobody's fighting over the bigger piece. Mostly me. I always want the bigger piece. Or the ends. Oh, I love the crusts and ends of cakes and pies and treats. For this one it wouldn't matter so much because it's all the same. It doesn't have a different type of crust, but if it did, I'd want it. So here we go. I leave a little extra parchment paper on times when I don't really want to get my hands too dirty. And then I just fold the parchment paper over, but I also love it because it acts as a cover when the recipe goes into the freezer. You'll want to put this in the freezer for about 5 minutes, so that way it's firm enough to store in the, to cut into pieces. Right? Let's pop it in the freezer and see what happens. And here we have the finished recipe. It's already set in the freezer, thanks to some really good prep work. And I'm just gonna take a simple knife and cut this into bars. Oh, because of the nut butter, it gives it this great firm texture that I was hoping for. And then I can show you. Oh, yum, yum, yum. So here we have it. Can you see that? It's delicious. It pretty much melts in my mouth thanks to the nut butter in there. It has this excellent hearty crunch to it too, thanks to the oats and the buckwheat groats. Oh, it's delicious, you guys. I hope you make it. There's only a few ingredients. It takes just a couple of minutes. You can even whip it up while you're camping. I mean, come on. And then you can store these in the fridge or freezer, whatever your preference, and eat them within a few days. And then you have just an excellent granola bar, homemade, quick and simple, no bacon involved. So I hope you'll give the recipe a try. If you like the video, then leave a great big thumbs up, and you can subscribe to www.love-fed.com for more recipes and videos. And if you have an Instagram account, you can follow me on there, Love Fed. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I look forward to making many more videos with this new format inside the trailer, and I'll be fine-tuning it along the way. So thanks for sticking around with me. Have a beautiful day and enjoy making the bars. Bye.